Welcome back to The Healthy Way. I am Dr. Stefan. Today we are going to talk about something that affects millions of people every single day, yet very few truly understand it. Chronic fatigue. That deep exhaustion that does not go away with coffee, naps, or motivation. People wake up tired, push through the day with effort, and fall into bed feeling drained again, wondering why their body no longer feels the way it used to. Many people look around and ask the same question. Why do some people seem full of energy at any age, while others feel exhausted doing basic tasks? Why do some wake up ready for the day, while others feel like their body is dragging itself out of bed? This is not luck. It is not just genetics. It is not about willpower. It is about how energy is produced inside the body. Energy is not something you borrow. It is something your body creates every second. And when the systems that produce energy are blocked, fatigue becomes your normal. Today, I am going to explain how to restore your energy at a deep biological level by fixing the systems that actually generate it, not by masking symptoms. I want you to hear this clearly. Living exhausted is not normal. Depending on stimulants to function is not healthy. And feeling drained all the time is not something you have to accept. The body can restore energy when the right conditions are created. This video is educational and not a substitute for medical care, but it can help you understand why you feel the way you do and what steps can truly change that. Before we continue, take a moment to subscribe to The Healthy Way, activate notifications, and like this video. That helps this information reach people who need it. And at the end, I want you to comment what affects you the most. Physical exhaustion, lack of motivation, poor sleep, or mental fatigue. Now, let us begin with the first real medical solution to restoring your energy to 100%. The first and most common reason people lose their energy is metabolic blockage. When the metabolism is not functioning properly, the body cannot convert food into usable energy. Instead of fueling your cells, what you eat gets stored as fat, circulates as excess sugar, or creates inflammation. This happens most often due to insulin resistance. When cells stop responding properly to insulin, glucose cannot enter the cells efficiently. The body has fuel, but it cannot use it. Imagine a car with a full tank but a clogged engine. That is what metabolic fatigue feels like. The signs are very common. Abdominal weight gain, facial puffiness, constant tiredness, difficulty concentrating, sleepiness during the day, and the feeling that your body is heavy and slow. If this sounds familiar, your metabolism may be blocked. The main cause is modern eating patterns. Excess refined carbohydrates, sugar, processed foods, constant snacking, and no metabolic rest. All of this shuts down the body's ability to burn energy efficiently. To restore energy, the metabolism must be unlocked. This means removing foods that block energy production and allowing the body to switch back into a burning mode instead of a storage mode. When this happens, energy returns naturally. It's not as a sudden rush, but as steady strength throughout the day. Many people notice changes within weeks. They wake up with more clarity. Their body feels lighter. Their energy becomes more consistent. This is the foundation of true vitality. If the metabolism remains blocked, no supplement, no vitamin, no amount of sleep will fully restore energy. That is why this is always the first step. Once the metabolism begins to unlock, the next system that must be activated is the thyroid. The thyroid is the body's accelerator. It determines how fast and how efficiently energy is produced at the cellular level. When the thyroid is underactive, everything slows down. Metabolism, digestion, brain function, mood, skin health, and energy all decline. Many people have a sluggish thyroid without knowing it. Standard lab tests may look normal, but the symptoms tell a different story. Cold sensitivity, fatigue, weight gain, low mood, brain fog, hair thinning, and difficulty getting going in the morning are all common signs. When the thyroid is not signaling properly, the body simply cannot generate enough energy. The thyroid needs proper nutrition, low inflammation, and metabolic support to function well. Chronic stress, poor diet, and metabolic dysfunction suppress thyroid activity. When the thyroid is supported and activated, the body begins producing ATP again. ATP is the basic unit of energy. Without it, the body feels drained. When ATP production increases, energy becomes stable and reliable. This is why some people feel like they get their youth back. Not because time reverses, but because energy systems start working the way they used to. But even with a healthy metabolism and thyroid, energy cannot be sustained without quality sleep. That is what we will talk about next. Sleep is not just about closing your eyes. It is about restoration. Many people sleep for hours and still wake up exhausted. That means the body did not enter a deep repair state. Energy is largely restored during deep sleep. This is when tissues repair, hormones rebalance, and the nervous system resets. When sleep quality is poor, energy production suffers no matter what you do during the day. Stress, screens, poor eating habits, and lack of movement all interfere with deep sleep. The body sleeps, but it does not recover. True rest begins long before bedtime. It begins with physical activity during the day, exposure to natural light, calming routines at night, and reduced stimulation before sleep. When sleep becomes restorative, people often notice dramatic changes. They wake up clearer, calmer, and stronger. Energy feels natural again. But there is one more essential factor that ties everything together: movement. Exercise does not drain energy, it creates it. This is one of the biggest misunderstandings about fatigue. People avoid movement because they feel tired, but movement is what activates the energy systems. Physical activity increases mitochondrial function. Mitochondria are the energy factories inside your cells. More mitochondria means more energy. Fewer mitochondria means chronic fatigue. This does not mean intense workouts. It means consistent movement. Walking, stretching, sunlight exposure, breathing deeply. All of these signal the body to produce energy. When metabolism improves, the thyroid activates, sleep deepens, and movement increases. Something remarkable happens. Energy returns naturally. People begin to want to move. It no longer feels forced. The skin improves. Mood lifts. Endurance increases. Energy becomes something you have, not something you chase. To sustain this, the body must also be properly nourished. That is what we will discuss next. Chronic fatigue often persists because the body lacks essential nutrients. Energy production requires vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Without them, cellular processes slow down. Deficiencies in magnesium, B vitamins, iron, and other nutrients can severely impair energy production. Stress depletes nutrients. Sugar burns them. Alcohol destroys them. Without replenishment, the body struggles. This is why stimulants fail. They force energy instead of building it. True energy comes from nourishment. When cells receive what they need, energy production stabilizes. People stop crashing. Mental clarity improves. Physical stamina increases. Now let us bring everything together into a clear picture of how energy is restored. Energy returns when the body is no longer blocked. You unlock the metabolism, activate the thyroid, restore sleep, move consistently, and nourish the cells. This is not about quick fixes. It is about restoring function. When done correctly, the results are profound. Many people think they are aging, when in reality, they are metabolically exhausted. When that exhaustion is corrected, the body responds quickly and powerfully. Consistency is the key. Small daily actions compound into major changes. And now, I want to leave you with a final message. If you feel exhausted today, do not accept it as normal. Fatigue is a signal, not a sentence. It means your body needs support, not punishment. Energy is not bought. It is built. And when you understand how your body works, you can restore it even after years of exhaustion. Now tell me in the comments what affects you most: physical fatigue, poor sleep, lack of motivation, or mental exhaustion. I will create the next video based on your answers. If this video helped you, subscribe to The Healthy Way, like, and share it with someone who needs their energy back. I am Dr. Stefan. Thank you for being here. Take one step today toward restoring your energy. I will see you in the next video.